If no constitutional law can adequately solve the problem, neither can any law enforcer without the masses of black people getting involved. If there is no systematic route which has been taught and articulated to the black people in relation to any programs to prevent the consequences of racism, then it is very important to bring a sense of realization that the idea is as clear as it could ever be. I have to tell you this, if you're a brother, white people are intelligent, okay? They are not oblivious when they receive a phone call or a report or a news article indicating that a black man has been undergoing a sense of hostility or racial profiling. They are very well aware of the consequences of being a black man from their community. The fact that they are able to even assess you can tell me alone that they have no interest in you. They do not want to solve your problem. These police officers you see, these white police officers who have been frequently appearing in the news, being found guilty of fraud, of all sorts of crimes against black people. They've already told you they are willing to go to incarcerative measures, even if it means incarcerating their self, to make sure that the black man doesn't get his place. What does that tell you? You think somebody who has amassed generations of education on constitutional laws and how to maneuver around those constitutional laws would somehow just wake up one day and become void and unapparent of the purpose he serves, that they know what they're doing. And it is not until you realize that the acts of being treated differently because of your cultural background is a clear statement that white people make daily towards the black people in America, governing their perspective. Fortunately, it is just their perspective, or at least I'm convinced that it is a quote-unquote white philosophy. Never will you march into any other part of the world, perhaps not even Europe, where they have practiced dangerous systematic measures against black people, without realizing that you even, despite the fact that racism still occurs, I can still assure you it occurs today. You go to certain parts of Europe, there are systematic measures in place to make sure that anything that happens to the black man needs to be resolved, because they are intelligent. They know the fragile history that white communities have had towards black communities, and they know in order to prevent the downfall of their country and to prevent further conflicts from Africa and the actual black nations that live, that they need to accommodate for a program for the black person, whether that program involves segregation or any means to at least provide an impression that they are accommodating for the black man. You will find that at least they are smart enough to create some sort of program, whereas America just leaves the problem under the carpet. And for as long as America remains in denial, you will constantly be going back and forth on the news, on the platforms, speaking about the problem with no solution, writing all of these supposed laws without seeing any progress or change, talking without action. And the only person in this situation who is in a position to take action is the black man. The black man's next step is the most crucial step in history that anybody could ever make towards the situation. And it is not until the black man undergoes a thorough analysis and the appropriate measures to ensure that his action alone is going to have an effect on the entire community. Listen to me. When you're a black man and you're shopping, you know, everybody in that store has their eyes on you, whether it's good or bad, and 99.9% of them have it bad. They have their eyes on you because you're a black man. The security have their eyes on you because you're a black man. The clerks have their eyes on you because you're a black man. The people outside the stores have their eyes on you because you're a black man. Your action is not going to be under the carpet. What you do next, and I can guarantee you, will have the biggest impact on black culture and on the black community. And the first step to having this impact is understanding the meaning behind this situation, how it came about, and how it is presently being treated. There is no white community alive in the Western Hemisphere that has subsidized a program for black people to enjoy the same levels of privilege which they have established. Certainly not without feeling the need to colonize the black man's privilege, or by taking a portion of the white man's privilege, or remaining in a position of power or leadership. And when you realize that your ability to establish something for yourself is the crucial back end for your support and your emotional situation, that is a true turning point. That is life unfolding. That is the gates towards a better community. That right there is the stand that you need to take. And as I have said it before, many black people are so caught up in trying to be amongst their white flings. They want to be caught up in the white teenage drama, the white shows. Where is that leading you? Has that taken you anywhere in life? I don't know. I personally cannot emphasize who in their right mind would trick themselves into thinking that there's somebody who they're not, other than the black man. That is a dangerous position to be put in. You are nothing more than a robot or a puppet. And while you may take offense to that, I have to tell you the truth. That for as long as you believe white thinking, a white community, a white neighborhood, and a white home is your solution and your key to paradise, you'll only realize that you are entering into nothing more than a life of captivity. You will never see the day that a black man takes over a white neighborhood. That there is, and I'm telling you, no black man intelligent in his mind would even try to take over a black neighborhood. And as a result, the only way the black man would ever survive in a situation like that is to pretend that he's white, not knowing that deep down inside he is being maneuvered and exploited and taken into labor, or even being used by the white community, who have always sought the black man as a footstool to their rise at the top and towards staying at the top, to which they hold their secret house parties and their secret golf meetings without the black man even getting involved. And this is the sad reality, that black people are so hesitant to join the white people, but the white people will never accept the black people, and the black people will never accept themselves. So then the black man is left by himself, or the black man is left to actually resort to the best opportunity possible, which is to join other black men rather than taking down the black community from within. And I think that is the only solution that you need to face when you are faced with such pressed circumstances. It is not a battle you can fight on your own. You will drive yourself nuts. You need to resort to the resources and the education necessary to bring yourself the best solution possible. And it is only through that way that everything can be established according to the right principles.